Hey, private practice owners, and I'm talking to physical therapists, chiropractors, anybody that's offering non invasive, drug free options at their clinic. I want to show you how you can leverage content to address some of the rising prescription costs. All right, so let's get right into it. So, I'm signed up for a gang of these newsletters, and I got this good one from the average Joe. I think it's more of like an investing newsletter, but I signed up for a ton of them just for mainly content purposes. And this is how I get most of my news. But there's a lot of great tools that you can use, like AppSumo, and there's tons of other ones out there that can help you find or at least listen to what's happening on social media, and then you could create content around that. But I just like finding trends that are in my niche that I could talk to that are already being talked about, right? So I'm just riding certain waves that make sense for me. So for healthcare providers, obviously the rising healthcare costs is something that I'm sure that's on your patient's mind. So why not make content around that for them? And so my simple process is that, all right, I'm signed up for this newsletter. I got something that says GoodRx reports that there's a 37% increase. Great. Go right to that article, and it's going to bounce me over to a CNBC article. Talks about how the drug prices are almost up 40%. Notice the hooks in these things, man. The hooks in your headlines, boy. When you're making content, does it change how people like really even engage with it or not? So just be very mindful of that. So it talks about that even further. I went right to GoodRx, link right through that article, found a nice graph. This to me should be clipped up and put into like a nice email newsletter. I'm gonna do this for a couple of my clients as well because I just want to give them some more ammunition out there. I'm not trying to go against drugs because sometimes drugs are needed, but man, if you're offering solutions that could be a counter option or just an alternative, you'd be shocked how many people are unaware of what's out there because all they get is a lot of times are some of the big marketed things to them, and the actual drug companies are the number one advertisers last time I checked in the USA. So there's a gang of money and gang of awareness around that, but they're unaware of the other things that could possibly be a good solution for them. So I would give this actual clip, put it into my newsletter if I had my own clinic, and then last but not least, I'm going to create an actual prompt. So I use Grammarly just to make sure I'm not sounding too crazy. I put together a prompt just saying, hey, I'm a healthcare marketer for solo practitioners. I need to create a video script with a good engaging hook. I put that as my prompt. You can see here. And then I'm going to copy the whole article actually. And so I can give a ChatGPT and this other tool, Perplexity, as much ammunition as possible. Now, you can throw it in chat. Chat gave me a nice little script to kind of follow. And this is what I recommend all my clients use these tools to help you create scripts. If anything else, whether you want to trust the information on that they're pulling from, whether it's chat or whether it's through Google, or if it's through this other tool, Perplexity, like I've been a big fan of this, man. And I gave it the exact same input and it came up with something similar to what chat came up with, but I think it does a better job of just sourcing other links that you could possibly add into it. So it directed me to this other person that was talking about the rising cost of drugs. It talks about how addictive TikTok can be, right? and it even gave me this actual hook as well. So this is kind of show you the full story. Like this is to me one of the simplest ways that anybody can do it, but especially busy healthcare providers. We're past that phase of, is it going to be a thing or not? Content works, but you don't have the time. You're not really sure what to talk about. This is what I think you should lean into and just become the expert in your neighborhood. And I know you might be thinking, well, they've already said this on numerous outlets already, numerous news channels, but they didn't hear it from you. And I think this is really important because people aren't so much, I believe, as much type of information as if I can't find information. Information is abundant. It's almost commoditized in a way that it's hard to even imagine because there's so much of it. But they want to get it from a trusted source. And if you are the healthcare provider that can educate them on what options are out there in their community, especially at your practice, that don't require surgeries or drugs, whether they're a good fit or not, that's something that needs to be explored, right? But at least educate them so they can start their process of learning. Man, I think this is a great way, a simple process to actually do it. Find out what else is already happening out there. Put your own spin on what's currently out there. Man, track down those sources, leverage AI, whether it's ChatGPT, Gemini, and Google, or perplexity to go help you make that content. Now, with that being said, that should put you in the actual driver's seat so you can start making your own content. Use this one as well. I'll have a link to it in the actual in actual notes below. Let me know your thoughts on how you're making content as well, whether you have a different ideation process and what tools you're using, because there's a gang of free tools and tools that you can use to help you make out this content. And so to wrap, hopefully you found value in that short clip of how you can come up with the right ideas to start building content around that you can attract the right audience to you. And organic content is king. I mean, I know advertising is what a lot of people preach and a lot of agencies tell you to go out and do, but I just personally believe that if you can get the organic thing to happen right for you, all the advertising dollars won't go to waste, or less likely to actually go to waste once you know the messaging that people are looking for. So if you're doing this solo, that could be tough. I've done it. I've been doing it for years, and I'm tired of doing it solo. So I've created a small group where I'm looking for other healthcare providers, people that are medtech marketers, as well as just private practice owners that are serious about building up their own personal brand, because that brand is what's really going to attract the organic content, or build on the right organic content play. So if that's you, please shoot me a DM. Let me know you're interested. We'd love to put together a good 5 to 10 of us that begin this on a weekly basis and just talk about what type of content we're going to roll out for that coming week out to our audiences. So if that's you, again, feel free to shoot me a DM. We'd love to get you some more information on being a part of that community. All right, until next time, I'll see you guys next week.